So let's show you how the Premier League table looks. Terrible weekend for Chelsea, really, losing to Manchester United and their other rivals in the fight for the Champions League places above them, all winning as well. So they're 7 points off Liverpool now at Chelsea, 10 points off United and Villa, and we still have that game between the top two to come. Everton stay in 10th, a missed opportunity for David Moyes' side.
Virgil, Mo, congratulations on the win. Virgil scoring a late winner, stoppage time. I remember your debut goal for Liverpool against Everton, so how does this one compare?
Oh, nothing like that. The debut goal, I think that was the perfect night for me personally. But today it was massive, I think, in the situation where we are, that we in hunt for the Champions League spots. Obviously, that's definitely not Liverpool worthy in my opinion, but it is the reality, and it was important that we got the win here today, and I'm glad we did.
You used the word massive there, Mo. I was just wondering how massive your goal was. Farewell, last Merseyside derby in front of the away end.
Well, it feels great to be here. The most important thing was enough time to help the team to just settle down and just feel more confidence, because we knew before the game it's going to be tricky, it's going to be a difficult game, and I'm glad in the end we managed to win the game.
Not many more of these, though, left for you.
No, but I wish I'd just keep scoring it and put the team, at least help them to achieve the Champions League this season, and hopefully I go farewell in the right way.
I know it's been a tough couple of weeks, it's been a tough season, but you talked about the importance of Champions League qualification for next season. It puts you in a healthy position, this result.
100%. Obviously, we got 5 more games left against teams that obviously also fighting for the Champions League spots, and every game is a big one. And like I said, we are very disappointed as a whole for the season that we're having because of the quality we have. So it's below standards, but we have to keep fighting, keep going, and make the best out of this difficult, poor season that we're having, and that's the reality. On to the next. Today was good 3 points, and yeah, next up is Crystal Palace at home that we couldn't beat for many games so far.
And just a word on Mo, because obviously you can see the impact today, and you can see the reaction from the supporters and the love that they were showing you, and the love that you've shown them as well. Just a word on him.
Listen, there will be a lot of words coming out of my mouth over the next couple of weeks on him, but listen, he's so important for us on and off the pitch. I would say the appreciation, sometimes come a little bit when players are gone, but we appreciate him so much. He's an outstanding teammate to have. Obviously, we've been through everything together, highs, lows, and he will still be important for the last 5 games that we have to play. And then it will be emotional for him and his family for sure, but for us as well, because he meant a lot to me, a lot to the team, and to the fans, of course. But first, we have still a job to do, and he knows it. That's the main focus.
I can see the emotion in your face.
He said last 2 games, so I don't know if Arnie told him something or something.
I don't want to embarrass you, though, but you may be able to pick up a few more Player of the Match awards before you go. This one's for you, though, for your goal today and performance.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, brother.
Thank you.
Jamie, you worried about Liverpool on set pieces, didn't you? But their most physical players stood up.
Yeah, I mean, right from the very start, this is how Liverpool were going about it. Set piece-wise, I was thinking, can you get Van Dijk on the ball there? There's too many bodies, but there was a plan before the game, and it comes to fruition with the last kick of the game.
So that was the winner, and Everton caused their own problems with Liverpool's first, Phil.
Yeah, just obviously trying to overplay. I think they were shell-shocked by the goal being disallowed, and which has a sign here, but you've got to tell your half, it's a fantastic through ball from Gakpo, and as he's done too many times from Evertonian's point of view, come with a goal.
It's a beautiful ball from Kane. That is the victorious Liverpool dressing room after their late winner here against Everton. You would hope, wouldn't you, Jamie, quickly from a Liverpool point of view, that just gives them the fillip for the final few games?
Yeah, they've got 1 foot in the Champions League position. I mean, looking at that dressing room, you think they got beat.
Yeah.
I'd certainly be a lot more excited. Last-minute winner away from home at your biggest rivals, but they're in a fantastic position, and you could have only dreamt about that a few weeks ago. It wasn't looking like Liverpool were going to make the top 5 in Champions League positions.
Everton didn't do enough, really, did they, to create chances in that second half?
We spoke before the game. It was always going to be a big opportunity for Everton to take against Liverpool. He started off well, got put on the back foot again when Liverpool had to change the goalkeeper. You're hoping then they can, once they got the equaliser to go again. But unfortunately, it seemed to fizzle out a little bit, and we all thought it was going to finish 1-1, and say sometimes if you don't go for the jugular, you get obviously caught on the back foot, and that's exactly what happened with the corner kick.
Arne, that was a 90 minutes and then some, wasn't it, for you? But you got the 3 points, you got what you wanted.
Yeah, actually the perfect moment, of course, to score. Although we've done that this season before, when we were then able to even concede in the 1 or 2 minutes that were played afterwards. But great moments. I think both teams were pushing in the second half, had their moments. In the last 10 minutes, felt to me that we were getting closer and closer. But also resulted in that corner, and it's quite a nice way of scoring against a team where you fear their set pieces. To score against them with a set piece is always nice.
You had to bide your time, didn't you? You had to ride the wave, especially at the start. The start that Everton made, you barely got out of your own half.
Yeah, I would almost say, as expected, the crowd was up for it, and they gave it a real push. But we stood our ground. A good save from Georgie from a header, which of course you can expect across from them. Good save from Georgie. Apart from that, there were not too many incidents, but they were pushing, and after 15-20 minutes, a game usually settles down a little bit more. And then it comes down more to tactics than it did in the first 20 minutes.
You mentioned Georgie. How is he? I know he's gone off to hospital.
Yeah, as you said, he's gone off to hospital. So it looked to me, and that's also what they told me, that he had a big wound, open wound. So that's of course not going to be a long-term injury, but yeah, let's see if he's available for next week. But we've had almost in all positions, we've had our problems, and now even 2 goalkeepers being out. So it's a good thing that we have 3 goalkeepers, because we usually don't have 3 fullbacks or 3 number 9s or 3 left wingers. And now it happens in a position where we have 3 players. So, but talking about fullbacks, I liked Curtis Jones's performance today a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty stand out for him, wasn't it? On another day, possibly player of the match.
Yeah, he played well, calm on the ball, against one of their, no, I wouldn't say one of their better players, but he's one of their better players. But a player that's really good in a 1v1 situation. So for a midfielder to defend him like he did is already a big compliment, and I think he helped us out a lot in how he positioned himself during the game to help us out in our, apart from the first 20 minutes, our comfortable build-up. So compliment to him. He was here fighting after the last whistle last season, and today he was fighting 110 minutes, 105, 11 in the end, throughout the game.
Mo, obviously we know what's going to happen to him at the end of the season, but to score in front of his own supporters, your supporters in the away end, and set you on your way as well, but also the pass from Cody to make that goal, that was pretty sublime.
Yeah, it's one of the few times that we could press them high, because as we know, they prefer a different style than bringing the ball out from the back. So, but that incident, they wanted to bring the ball out from the back, and we immediately punished them, and it was a great ball by Cody. And a great finish, of course, from Mo, indeed in front of our away fans who were there for us throughout the whole game. And I think, again, they saw a team that was fighting till the end. Our 5th game in 15 days. With the limited players we have available, it's an unbelievable compliment for these players, how they keep on fighting. They did it during the week against PSG, they did it again today. But maybe what makes it a bit easier, because we always have such an incredible support from our home crowds or our away fans.
I know you singled out Curtis, and I could ask you about Virgil van Dijk's late winner, but just on Freddie Woodman, coming into a situation, a game at that point, and coming through and coming out of it well. I saw you sort of not singling him out in the dressing room afterwards on the footage that we've seen, but that must have been pretty impressive for you, but also for him. Yeah,
there's no better place to make your debut than over here, especially if you win. And if for him, he kept a clean sheet, because when he came in, we just conceded the 1-1. He was calm, because there was one moment where he doubted if he could catch the ball, was it in or outside the 18-yard box, and he kept his nerves. And I think a compliment to him how he did, because it's not easy coming in just after conceding the 1-1 with the pressure fully on. But he's worked so hard throughout the whole season to do what he done now, and also a big compliment to our goalkeeper coach and all the rest of the staff that they keep him, because the third goalkeeper is usually a difficult position because you hardly ever play, unless this season at Liverpool. But they kept working hard with him. He kept working hard, and today he showed what a good goalkeeper he is.
Go well. You got what you wanted. Have a good week.
Liverpool lead the Merseyside derby by 1-0, but we thought it was going to be very, very different, didn't we? 2.5 minutes between the ball hitting the back of the net at one end and it being disallowed, Phil, and it going in at the other.
Yeah, I think up to obviously Everton scoring the goal that was disallowed, it was only looking like one team that was going to obviously get the first goal. From our view, it looked like they'd made the right decision here, where Branthwaite let it go for O'Brien to be able to cross it, but unfortunately it got dragged back. He didn't quite get back on side quick enough. You could say Liverpool did really well to get out of the box and obviously squeeze the play, but great touch from Milliman, great finish. Obviously most of the people are celebrating here at this, but unfortunately VAR does what it's supposed to do, is obviously give us a clear decision that unfortunately Jacob Brown was offside.
And they were up quickly, weren't they?
They were up quickly, credit to Liverpool, and listen, that was something Arne Slot mentioned before the game, the positions Jake O'Brien takes up with the ball, and this is the case here as well. Everton's fullbacks, both of them end up high up the pitch. Jake O'Brien possibly too high, that means he can't quite get his foot around the ball. And this pass, sometimes you talk about a goal, it's all about the goal score, but sometimes it's more about the assist. And that's what it feels like with Gakpo. But you just highlight both of Everton's fullbacks, both high up the pitch. Not something you'd normally associate really with the David Moyes Everton team in a derby game. And there's just far too much space. You can't leave Mo Salah in that space. But that is one of the assists of the season. Fantastic pass from Gakpo. And that guy is never going to miss a situation like that.
And it takes him level with Steven Gerrard as scoring the most goals in Merseyside derbies in the Premier League era. And in many ways,
of players, the further that game went on, it looked as though we were the most likely to go on and win it late. Is that the way it felt on the pitch as well?
Yeah, I think so. I thought first half we were excellent. I thought we were really in control. I thought actually when we conceded the goal we were probably the most dominant and most in control. It was just a matter of time when we got the second. But I've been here long enough. I know how Merseyside derbies go, and sometimes, when you've got momentum, then sometimes you get punished, and I think that's what we did. We took a little bit of time to recover, and then we just had to keep pushing, and a set piece right to the death. You can't ask for much better than that, and it was great to see the way end reacting how they did.
Rio had a moment just before that as well. Might have won at 90 plus 7, I think it was at that stage. Did that give you belief that there was still maybe one moment to come?
Yeah, that was too early for us, so we decided to leave that one. No, but look, Rio obviously had a great chance. I'm sure he would have hoped to have done better with it, but we started knocking at the door a little bit, and then obviously when you get the set piece, you always believe, when you've got Virgil, you've got Ibu and the team and things like that, you always believe that they can be on the end of it, and thankfully the big man popped up, and a massive 3 points for us.
If anything sums up the season, Freddie, it's probably of the back room, isn't he? Almost the team behind the team at times as well. How important are these lads that push the best in the world? Because that's what players and squads have done at this club for so long. Yeah, look, I take the mickey out of him a lot. Me and him always have a laugh and a joke, but he's credit to himself since he's came in. He's been unbelievable. Whether that's Mo Salah wanting to stay out and doing penalties for an hour after training, Woody's the one that's out there. Whether it's running after the game, where the lads, I've dragged him out at PSG, and he got through it with the lads, and he's always there for everyone. He's always there to support. So these people in a club like this are so important. Maybe don't always get the credit they deserve, don't always get the limelight and things like that, but when he walked back in the change room there, I think he got a nice reception, and he's a well-loved player in our changing room. Great personality. He's fitted in so well. Maybe took him a couple of weeks to actually talk to any of us. I think he was a bit nervous, but once he settled down, then he's been a credit to himself. And I think he showed his quality as well. Forget about the personality. I think he showed his qualities, composure on the ball. The little header and pass out to me was... But he's got a massive amount of qualities, but we're very lucky to have good goalkeepers. Like I said, Ali's the best in the world. Hopefully he's back soon. Hopefully Georgie's isn't too bad, but if these two are out, then we all fully believe that Woody's the one to step up, and I think he showed that today. A couple of last ones. Any extra emotion for you, Robbo? The fact that it's the last one that you experience, a Merseyside derby. There's been a few fiery ones you've been involved in across the years. Yeah, look, I've loved the Merseyside derby. I think
they're the games that I look back on in the 9 years that have always kind of got the best out of me, always got the juices flowing inside me, and today was no different. When I got the nod yesterday, me and Mo spoke about it and we just said, look, let's just go out and enjoy it. It's our last one. We've had so many great memories in the Merseyside derby, so many highs, a couple of lows but not too many, but they're fantastic games to be involved in, and I'm going to miss them, that's for sure.
I'm going to miss you too. Freddie, last one for you.